Hi everyone, my name is Shifa Saltagi Safadi, the author of Kitty in Between, the National Book Award winning novel in verse, as well as Sisters Alone, my second novel in verse coming in September about two sisters stuck home alone in a blizzard. And today's tip for Poetry Month is talking about patterns and sequences. I don't know about you, but I love it when books have rhythm or refrain or just a pattern. Nonfiction picture books are actually known for having refrains, and I always find it so lovely. A refrain is like a repeated stanza or line that is in a book that comes back over and over, and it kind of provides that grounding theme to the book. So I love that. And I love books that provide full circle moments where you kind of come back to the same thing, but it flips, right? And it closes that circle. And in poetry, I also crave patterns. I think the most beautiful poems are the ones that kind of bring you full circle as well, tell stories, and are comforting. Something our brains love comfort, and something about patterns and recognizing those patterns is so comfortable. And the book I'm using to illustrate patterns and sequence is Amber McBride's Onyx and Beyond. This book is about a little boy who is really obsessed with space and rocks, and he just tugs at the heartstrings. So such a beautiful book. And every once in a while, so space is a big image system throughout the book, and every once in a while you will get a poem that says, let me find it. I should have probably annotated this before, but every once in a while you will get a poem that says, cool thing about space. So in page 91, it says, cool thing about space number 4, sunset on Mars are sad. Sunsets on Mars are sad. They are actually blue. And I love this. I love it because it's small, it's short, there's so much blank space, it's comforting to the brain, it's comforting to the eye. Every once in a while, like I said, there will be poems that say cool things about space. On page 87, we have cool things about space number 3. 1 million Earths can squeeze inside the sun. So if you are feeling sad, if you are feeling as small as the Earth compared to the sun, you are feeling extra tiny. And I love that there are facts about space, because honestly, any knowledge, I'm a teacher at heart, I can't help myself, but science and astronomy learning is a win. I love the fact that these poems are like small and lyrical and sweet. And I love that they are repetitive. So you'll get every once in a while, you'll get another one that says cool things about space, cool things about space. You also get journal entries. So this is one of an example of journal entries, and you can see the repetitiveness of this, which kind of highlights the emotion of the character. And you get lists. You get a lot of places where it will show you a list of things that the main character is writing down, and in terms of his emotions, in terms of his things he has to do. Like in page 134, if I actually went to confession, and then he actually confesses on the next page, on page 135. And I just really enjoy the patterns, the rhythm of this book. There are so many patterns between. I could do a whole, hour talk about the pattern, kind of like style in this book. But, even the words have a specific rhythm that feels very comforting. And I just really love that, because I feel like it really highlights how poetry can be comforting because of that recognition. Your brain will be like, oh, this is a cool thing about space, let me pay attention. And it makes you pay attention to the words. It kind of breaks you out of that rhythm and makes you focus. And I think repetition can be a way to, in poetry, can be a way that you put those patterns throughout your poems to kind of highlight that rhythm, make the reader's brain feel comfortable, and also make the reader stop and notice it. Because once you say something so many times, it becomes noticeable. And such a cool way to highlight poetry. I hope you enjoyed today's tip of the day and you try putting poems that have patterns and sequences in your own work. Thank you.